Hey all, and welcome to my review of Starsand. Quick disclaimer, the key to Starsand was sent to me by the developer to review it, so here we go. Now Starsand is a survival game where you find yourself in a desert with absolutely nothing except a shirt, a pair of pants, and a water bottle. And obviously, you need to survive. Now, as you explore, you start finding oases, which is where you can get drinking water to fill up your water bottle and to drink out of. There are also trees that you can climb so that you can get coconuts and dates. You can also hunt. Starting off, you'll probably go for frogs. Now, one of the things you can also do is you can tame a camel. The way you tame a camel is just by feeding it, and once you've fed the camel twice, the camel becomes yours. You can name it, and then you can ride it. However, if your camel gets hungry and you do not feed it, it will abandon you. Just keep that in mind. Starting off, you have got a map, and your map is absolutely barren. I actually like the way they've done this map. You've got nothing except your starting position on that map. You do not appear on the map anywhere at all. Now, each time you find a location that you want to mark on your map, you put down a marker, and then your marker will appear on the map. You can then drag an icon across to where your marker is, and eventually you will fill your map out. At the oasis, you can find various fruits. You can also find resources like stone, metal, clay, and then further afield you can find sulfur. Now, dangers in this game are sandstorms, which will cause you to get lost and they will injure you. You will get hyenas, which will attack you, scorpions, and crocodiles. They also have an in-game mob, which I'm not going to showcase here, which do attack you every second day. Now, if you open your crafting menu, you'll see a lot of the stuff is blanked out until you find the resources you need to craft the items, or you find scrolls. Now, as you explore, you will find ruins. Now, some ruins do have artifacts which you can watch, and will tell you a bit of lore around the situation you find yourself in.
It never started.
And then also you will find scrolls. Scrolls are found exclusively in ruins. You will also find ancient structures which you can inspect and then unlock blueprints. Some ruins have got multiple scrolls, so just keep an eye out, make sure you search properly. This game is not easy. You will die, and you will die a lot. However, if you persevere and you keep playing, you'll eventually be able to build yourself a proper base. You can do farming, you can tame multiple camels, build a well, you can build traps. You can also run around and collect scarab beetles. There are 10 different scarab beetles in the game, and some of them are a lot tougher to find than others. Now, I've unlocked all the crafting items in the game except for one. This is the sword, and I have not been able to find the blueprint for that. I'm under the impression that it did not spawn into my game for some reason. Now let's talk about some of the things that I do not like about the game. One of the first things is when you die, you get kicked back to the main menu. They don't give you an option just to relaunch where you left off. That's something I find a bit annoying because, like I said, you will die a lot in this game, and it becomes a bit tedious when you have to keep going back to the main menu just to load into your game. Another thing is the end game, which I'm not going to spoil here, but it is truly monotonous and extremely frustrating. And it is the closest I came in this game to rage quitting. This game definitely encourages exploration because the longer you stay at your base, the larger the number of mobs that attack you. However, the mobs are extremely mundane. The first time you encounter them, they can be a little bit jarring. However, once you get to know what's going on, it becomes a bit monotonous. The variety of mobs is truly lacking. However, at the very end, there is a boss that you have to fight, but even that boss is not very difficult to fight. Now, in closing, I would say this game is actually really not bad. It's one of the closest that I've found to Subnautica, the original one, not Below Zero. There's absolutely no hand-holding in this game. You have to go out, you have to explore, you have to find the things that you need to find on your own. If you do not explore, you don't find those resources you need, and you do not find the blueprints that you require. At the same time, if you are just into base building, there's nothing wrong with this game's base building. I really do enjoy it. My only complaint around the base building is that clay, which is your main building material, is rather hard to find and does not spawn enough for proper base building. The base that I've got here right now that you can see has taken me 65 in-game days to build. But other than that, if you want a fun little survival game that does not hold your hand, you can go and build a base, you can explore, I can highly recommend this. The link is down in the description. But thank you so very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.